Hey there, everybody. It's Misia Danea from Hatha Holistic Integrative Wellness. Happy Friday. Happy Friday the 13th. Happy full moon in Pisces. So much energy right now, right? I have not gone live in a while. I did interview one of my students earlier this week, but I haven't been live in a long time. And I'm doing a special live stream today because Kirsten Cowan of Angelica and Peony in East Bay, Energy Matters East Bay. She's a licensed acupuncturist and traditional Chinese medicine physician. She's going to join me. You know, we're at that pivot where summer doesn't actually end according to the equinox until, there she is. I'm going to add her now. So let me push the button. Works. I'm waiting for her to accept my invitation to go live with me. It says waiting for Angelica.pm. There she is. Hi.
Hi, Misia. Good afternoon.
Happy Friday the 13th, full moon, Pisces, all this energy today, right?
Exactly. It's a good day to be a witch.
Yes. Hallelujah. Your hair's growing. It was short when I saw you last time. It looks... Didn't you have it like in a bob? Maybe not.
I must have had it. I usually, when I'm treating patients, I almost always have it up. So it's up today too. You can see how much there is of it today, a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, so you introduced a new concept to me that, I mean, you said that it's the 5th season, so can we start there? What does that mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So in Chinese medicine and a lot of other traditional cosmologies or views of the world, there's actually, and we can kind of sense this. I mean, we definitely have that here in the Bay Area where we have this, kind of late summer, early fall. It's our hottest time. It's the harvest season. And so in Chinese medicine, it's associated with the earth element. Nourishment, the digestive system, and also the energies involved in mental work, which is a lot like digestion, really. Like you take in ideas, you chew them over, you keep what nourishes you, and you let go of what doesn't nourish you. So our mental process and our digestive process use the same energy. I was thinking about it, and I shared that little bit of stuff on my Instagram feed because you had asked me to talk about, winter. But we always are preparing in the seasons beforehand for the seasons to come. And really, Mother Earth gives us in each season, what we're going to need or what's most helpful for the moment and for the coming season. So this extra season that we don't necessarily think of if we're in the 4 season, the 4 season kind of paradigm is what we're in right now. So it's the harvest. It's a little bit richer foods. Sweet foods are associated with this time of year as well. I was thinking before, started to talk today about this. It's a saying in Chinese medicine, which is, phlegm is produced in the spleen and stored in the lung. And what that means is phlegm comes from our digestive system and our digestive processes, but it goes and likes to hang out in the lung and the respiratory system. So what we do now at this time of year to build up the energy of our digestive system and our ability to assimilate nutrients will really serve us well in the next season, fall and winter after that, to help us get through the cold and flu season with less, lingering coughs, and have an easier time fighting off cold and flu all through the fall and winter.
Oh, okay, great. Well, that's great great information. And I also wanted to say I got some really good feedback in the springtime when we did something similar, and you were talking, that was the wood element, so you got a chance to come to my restorative yoga class and give everybody acupuncture that came. And then you also participated in the intro series that I offer, which another one's coming up, and Kirsten will be there. And it was just great. Like, I have an integrative, holistic, perspective, and I offer that to clients and students, and I'm glad that I'm able to funnel you in. And I also, for my birthday, got a treatment for you, and I mean, I was just blown away, and it had been a long time since I had gotten acupuncture, and it was nice to get my first treatment in a long time from you in Piedmont at your office at Energy Matters. And I like what you said about the lungs, because in yoga there is pranayama, which is life force energy, or the breath. And there are different ways to retain the breath in a yoga class, in your yoga practice, when you're meditating. That's really soothing for the nervous system. It clears the lungs, it clears the prana. So already we're seeing how these worlds collide, and they benefit one another. And I guess I only have a couple other questions around. I like what you said about food. Even like in your blog, you said the color of food. Right now, like a lot of golden, like, explain that some more. I like that concept.
Yeah, absolutely. So in Chinese medicine, again, similarly to to other traditional cultures or cosmologies around the world, the different seasons are associated with different elements, and so then from there they're associated with all kinds of other areas of life and areas of being that have a similar kind of energetic signature or pattern that are related together. One of those is color, so it kind of can give us hints about in the natural world and what energies they're going to resonate with. So the earth energy is associated with this golden yellow color, and really the easiest way to think of it is kind of the inside of a squash, like a pumpkin, or, I mean, these are the, we feel this in our bones, when we crave a pumpkin spice latte. Like, I don't hate on anyone for loving pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Because your body is craving to be in seasonal harmony. I mean, that's really what that is. We sense the days are getting shorter, and we're yearning for those more warming spices, for pumpkins, for that golden color. So you can even, you can do this energetically by bringing more oranges and golds into your, even into your clothing or your environment, when bring in little gourds, to put them around to decorate your house or whatever with the cornucopia, or with those fall colors. In the West, we call those fall season. But really that's associated with the harvest, which is this late summer, the final burst of energy from Mother Earth before she starts to, go into her rest time of fall and winter.
Great. And one of the main tips I really enjoyed was, like, try to eat without multitasking. And, as both of us are people that our businesses are focused around a lot of service, and, like, and luckily I know from you and me, I've been building my business, so it's easy to get really booked and then be like, oh, I have several appointments now, or, and I'm just going to have to check email and eat my lunch right now. But this is kind of more a time where we have to, like, there was a point too where I was trying to get a lot more mindful about my eating, and I would light a candle, make sure I had a nice flower centerpiece at the table, and just maybe have some, like, light music playing, but not like a whole lot of distraction. So I thought that was really nice that you brought that up, that, like, we have to get into summertime is about being more robust and having a lot of activity going on, and now we're just, like, slowing down and being more mindful. So I think that's really amazing and great. And I know you're limited for time, so did you have any other specific tips, or anything special to share about this season, and how to enjoy being balanced and healthy during this time of the year?
Yeah, that's that's a really great one, the eating without multitasking. It's definitely in my goals, not yet a work in progress, let's say. My colleague Denise Chicudo, I see that she's joined us actually, and she often gives the advice, which I try to take, which is to have just one meal a day. Where you're doing, as you're discussing, really having a little ceremony of your meal, or at least concentrating and focusing on just eating. As I mentioned before, because food, eating and digestion use the same energy as mental work. So if we do mental work at the same time that we're eating, that same energy has to go to two places at once. And it's why we often get an upset stomach, if we have a difficult conversation while we're eating, or even if we're just not paying attention, we're not chewing, we're not allowing the energy to focus fully on absorbing and digesting our food, which is really that investment in our health in the fall and winter, supporting our digestive system as much as we possibly can. So I encourage people to try, and I will try it too, one meal a day, where giving yourself, 10 minutes to really just eat your meal. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I especially wanted to share. Actually, something that I've been talking about with a lot of patients over the last couple of weeks, especially as we're in a heat wave. There's an oven out there in Oakland. So lots of folks are eating tons of raw veggies, tons of salads. It's so hot, you don't want to eat hot food. And we reach for these huge salads. I mean, here in California, we're the home of the kale, the raw kale salad. Lots and lots of folks, their digestive system and their digestive fire is not strong enough to break down a whole bowl full of raw vegetables like that, especially if you're doing that, a couple of days a week or more, having that for dinner every night. So something I encourage people to do, especially in this season as the days are getting a little bit shorter, is to if it's hot, make a salad out of cooked vegetables. So roast or steam some veggies and then toss them with your favorite, salad dressing, with the mayonnaise-based dressing or vinaigrette, whatever you like to have your salads with. Sprinkle on some seeds for some crunch or some olives, things like that, and then eat them at room temperature. So, it'll be easier on your body. You'll be supporting your digestive system, not having to break down raw broccoli or raw kale or something like that. You'll get all those veggies. You'll have a refreshing, cooling meal during the heat wave, but you'll be taking some load off your digestive system and probably seeing less unpleasant side effects like gas and bloating and heartburn and all kinds of other things that a lot of us get if we overdo it on raw veg.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, so I know from studying holistic health also that the brain, the gut is the brain of the belly. So a lot of the time when people are talking about having gut feelings and emotional well-being, it's all tied together. This our relationship to food. Okay, so good. Well, everybody, I've started advertising the intro series for autumn, and we will have Kirsten back, and I'll leave some information for you guys if you want to sign up for that. That starts later this month in September. And September is Self-Care Awareness Month, so if you're diving deeper into your self-care, this is a good program for you. And I'll just start to wrap up now. And Kirsten, before you leave, where can people find you online and contact you and all that good stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a holistic skincare and healthcare business called Angelica and Peony. So you can find that through this account here on Instagram or angelicaandpeony.com. And I see patients for acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine at Energy Matters Acupuncture, which is on Piedmont Avenue. So that's Energy Matters East Bay.com. I specialize in dermatology, and I'm also a health at every size based practitioner. So that's a key part of my practice.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. So there's never any diet talk or weight loss talk in any of the programs I do or any of the work that Kirsten does. And we're both now members of ASDA, right? You're an ASDA member?
That's right. Yeah, I finally got it together and joined ASDA.
Good. Okay, everybody, thank you so much, Kirsten, for your time and all your information that you shared. And I hope to see you guys during the intro series. Have a great Friday the 13th and a great weekend. Mwah. Take care.
Thank you so much, Misia. See you, everyone.
Bye.